You think it's just going to happen overnight one day, or does there need to be a little like what do we need? A little players only meeting, players only practice?
Ooh.
And for those just listening, Sophie has the highest 3-point percentage in the WNBA since joining the Fever. That's pretty electric. Okay, Steph.
So I was right. She got the highest 3-point percentage in the WNBA. You mean to tell me she's not an all-star? It's like Steph Curry not being an all-star, bro. Let's just all, Klay Thompson was an all-star. Let's just all be for real. If this thing based off the numbers, based off performance.
Like that.
Oh, I got
That's
a
a
stat
good.
for you. Oh, do we say Soph's already 15th in All-Star voting?
Oh,
That's
let's
such
go. I voted this morning because the Fever tweeted the meme also, and it was like All-Star voting. Again, Fever with a classy post
Yes.
using the meme and linking All-Star voting. So I hopped on.
Yeah, but I think like AB, Caitlin, and Kels are all up there. That's great. That's great. They should
Yeah.
be. And we're not even like playing good basketball yet, which blows
Right.
me. Ugh,
Right.
it's driving.
Right.
Sometimes I'm not kidding. Sometimes you just have to get away from basketball because like we invalid. This is our job, so I'm not complaining. But we practice a lot, and our practices are a little long. And
Yeah.
sometimes you just need to get away from it. And so
Yeah.
maybe we should try both: a team bonding and then balance.
Soph, could you maybe be a captain in this situation and like organize something fun in Indianapolis? Like maybe a big dinner reservation in the downstairs of St. Elmo's Steakhouse.
Dude,
That
I
sounds
think
fun.
we're about to go on like a 14-day road trip to the West Coast, and I think we're gonna do some fun tradition. Sometimes we won, majority of times we didn't, but like it was just like a little kumbaya before playoffs started, and it was so fun. So shit, I'll try anything at this point with this team.
On the basketball skill, like if the fans could vote for who they wanted to be all-stars on the team, Sophie Cunningham would be on that list.
Yeah, but I think I've been kind of not shooting the ball so well so far this year, but I think I'm starting to heat up a little bit.
You probably have the highest 3-point percentage out of anyone who wears long sleeves. WNBA.
I like that.
That should be, you should get a plaque for that or like a trophy.
There's a stat for everything nowadays. We could find something I'm good at.
Wearing long sleeves and shooting.
Welcome back to WNBA Trends, where we break down what really happened behind the headlines. A veteran player just told us on a podcast that she'll try anything at this point with the Indiana Fever. Not, I'm confident we'll figure it out. Not, we've got the talent. She said she'll try anything. That's the sound of desperation dressed up as professionalism, and it's coming from Sophie Cunningham, the woman who has the highest 3-point percentage in the WNBA since joining Indiana. The same player ranking 15th in All-Star voting despite those historic numbers. She's not angry about it. She's not bitter. She's resigned. And that resignation tells us something much darker is happening in that locker room than anyone wants to admit. Sophie mentioned their practices are long, and sometimes you just need to get away from basketball. Why would a professional player specifically mention that? Because long practices feel longer when there's tension in the building. Because extra work doesn't mean anything if the team isn't unified. She's telling us the culture is tight right now, and not in a good way. She described feeling exhausted by being around the team for extended periods, even if she didn't say it directly. Then she tells a story about her Phoenix team. Big team dinners before the playoffs, everyone drinking and eating until 4 in the morning, then playing the next day. Sometimes they won, mostly they didn't, but it was a bonding ritual, a release valve. And she's thinking about trying something like that with the Fever because she's literally out of conventional solutions. Compare that to what we know about winning WNBA teams. The Las Vegas Aces talk constantly about how much they actually enjoy being around each other. The New York Liberty rebuilt their entire culture around genuine player relationships. Championship teams aren't just talented, they're connected. Right now, despite having more star power than most rosters in the league, the Fever aren't connected. So what's actually causing this dysfunction? The obvious suspect is that this roster was built with multiple high-usage players who all need the ball to be effective. Caitlin Clark's a ball handler who shoots, Kelsey Mitchell's a ball handler who shoots, Aaliyah Boston needs the ball in the post, and Sophie Cunningham needs shootable looks. When you stack that many alpha personalities together, somebody has to give up their role. Somebody has to sacrifice. And in the early season, it doesn't seem like anyone's actually doing that yet. That's an ego problem. That's a hierarchy problem. Who's the actual leader? Who defers to whom? Those questions can poison a locker room just as effectively as one toxic personality. Kelsey Mitchell's averaging 2 assists per game. That's unusually low for a guard who handles the ball as much as she does. There's been speculation that she's not involving Caitlin Clark enough in the offense, that she's being territorial with the ball. But that could also just be a symptom of the bigger problem. When players don't trust the team around them, they stop sharing the ball. They revert to isolation basketball. They think they have to do everything themselves to win.
Now, here's where it gets urgent. Sophie mentioned they have a 14-day road trip coming up. Vegas, Louisiana, Phoenix, 3 cities with serious distractions. She said they have fun stuff planned as a team, which suggests the coaching staff sees there's a problem and is trying to address it with team bonding activities. But forced fun rarely works when there are deeper issues. You can't trust fall your way out of genuine interpersonal conflict. You can't fix an ego problem with a nice dinner, no matter how nice the dinner is. That road trip is going to be revealing, because it's either going to bring this team together or it's going to expose just how broken things really are. 2 weeks in close quarters away from home, that either solves it or it destroys it. There's usually no middle ground. And if they come back from 14 days together and the chemistry is worse, not better, then the Fever have a serious problem, because time is running out. This is Caitlin Clark's rookie season. This is the window. You can't blow up a roster mid-season when you're trying to build something around a generational talent. The pressure is on now to figure this out. Sophie Cunningham choosing to speak up publicly on a podcast is significant, because she's clearly someone who knows when to be quiet and when to take a risk. She's not throwing teammates under the bus directly, but she's making it clear that internal issues exist and need to be addressed fast. That's a calculated move. That's a veteran saying the normal solutions have failed and we need to escalate this conversation. The most telling part is how she said it. Not, "I think we'll figure it out." Not, "I'm confident in this group." She said she'll try anything. That's exhaustion. That's someone who's watched every conventional solution fail and is now willing to try unconventional ones. That's someone who's starting to lose faith that this team can fix itself on its own. So where does the Fever go from here? They've got a veteran leader publicly calling for serious intervention. They've got a coaching staff that's either genuinely optimistic or protecting the locker room from the media. They've got 3 all-stars who aren't playing like a unit yet. And they've got a road trip that's supposed to fix everything or expose how bad it actually is. My money's on the latter. You don't make comments like Sophie did if a few team dinners are going to solve the problem, not when the underlying issues run this deep. What do you think is actually going on in that Fever locker room? Drop your theory in the comments, because this situation is about to get a lot more revealing in the next couple weeks.